For the first time, we are seeing police videos of the moment that Samuel Sterling was struck while running from officers in a Burger King parking lot.
They're calling what they saw murder. And Johnson said he would be remiss if he didn't compare this case to George Floyd, another black man crying out for help before dying.
Today's story straight from Michigan. The state police there have released some unsettling footage of a trooper crashing into a suspect, which subsequently led to the death of the individual involved.
Come get an ambulance here. I'm going to South.
They put my baby down even after they hit him with a car. His whole knee was on my baby. And he was just laying there in pain, asking for help.
You want to hit a dog like that. And to watch that is just so hurtful. My son didn't deserve that.
For any parent's eyes to watch their son writhing and literally moving in such pain, and we now know it's because he was dying.
You have victims who are crying out, George Floyd crying out, Samuel Sterling crying out for help from the people we were raised to believe will be the first persons to help you, and that's our officers in blue.
The case has reached a point where Governor Gretchen Whitmer felt compelled to make a statement. After the completion of the MSP investigation, Governor Gretchen Whitmer had this to say: "The death of Samuel Sterling was unacceptable. My heart is with his family and the Grand Rapids community. The state trooper involved is on unpaid suspension. The MSP investigation has been completed and Attorney General Dana Nessel is reviewing to make a final determination on any charges. I have full faith that her office will work quickly to arrive at a fair and just decision as to whether criminal charges are appropriate. In light of video footage showing a departure from MSP protocols and the high standards of the department, my expectation is the state of Michigan will take steps to terminate the trooper's employment if criminal charges are issued."
Medical started.
15 to 2020. Do you need any more units there?
Negative. We are 10-4. We have county and MSP with us. Kentwood's rolling up too, it looks like. Again, one ambulance is fine for suspect. Again, all officers 10-4.
2020 AMR's route med 1. Kentwood fire route.
Copy. We are on the east side of the Burger King in the drive-thru lane.
Copy.
I'm gonna get my car and get it back. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold here.
You want us to go get it?
Yeah, keys are in. Yeah, unfortunately. You started, man. You're good.
All right, just relax, bro.
That was good.
The Michigan State Police released the dash cam footage of the event involving a state trooper and Samuel Sterling. This video ignited a firestorm of outrage, showing what many perceive as an overly aggressive use of force. From the initial stop to the final confrontation, every action taken by the trooper has been subjected to intense scrutiny. The footage depicts Sterling allegedly resisting arrest, but the question remains, is running from the police just cause for the action the officer took that day? The trooper acted as judge, jury, and executioner, a role that many argue he had no right to assume.
You secure my vehicle? Just pull it up next to yours.
What's up with that fraud at Arby's? I'll scan comments. 2160 was working, man.
Yeah, just lay down, man.
Just be down.
Yeah,
All right, your bag's injured. We don't want you moving around, all right? It's just to prevent, if you got any injuries, to prevent them from getting worse. So just chill out, right?
Just might hang out for a second. We'll have some. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just lay on your back.
go. Medical's right here. They're rolling up.
Right here. They're going to take care of you. Just hold up tight.
Come on.
Good.
Ow.
Yeah.
Tires rolling up right here.
So bad?
What's that?
It's so bad?
What's that?
It's that one bad?
He's in custody. What's going on? So he got pinned into the wall. He is conscious, mobile, moving on the ground. His cuffs are in front because his back hurts. Cuffs need to stay on. Do the best we can. He's wanted violent felon. So we're at. His name is
Put in the wall by
that vehicle right there.
person or okay, by a car.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was
Did he get bumped? Did the car bump him into the building, or did he actually get pinned in the vehicle and the building?
Both.
Okay.
So he was on foot?
Running on foot. Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Sterling. Samuel is conscious. Moving. I tried to ask him about his legs. He hasn't mentioned anything, but he says his back keeps hurting. So.
Bro.
Samuel, we got some medical people here.
They're coming to check you
Yeah, they're
out.
check you out.
Sit up or lay down? Sit up.
Sit up. Well, here's
Right here, right here. Ah.
What hurts
My
the most?
bone.
First name?
Sterling.
Sterling.
I can't even think, bro. Please help
Okay.
me.
What hurt?
Please help me.
With this car?
I have
Up against the vehicle,
Correct.
up against the wall?
This is correct, yes.
Okay. All right.
Please help me. Please help me.
I called out Med 1 to start as well.
We didn't even know this was a police chase or anything. We just got it. No, we just got it as a car accident.
Gotcha.
So, obviously, somewhere communication's not there.
Oh my.
You wiggle your toes?
Can you just stand by just for security for a second? Cool.
I didn't actually. He's running southbound.
He's crossing 50 seconds. Crossing 50 seconds.
Southbound by the KFC. Burger King! Burger King! He's running southbound.
He's crossing 50 seconds. Crossing 50 seconds.
Southbound by the KFC. Burger King! Burger King! Down ground. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Where you hurt at, man?
My whole body.
Full body. All right. All right, hey, push you.
Put pressure on the
All right, hang on. Okay, get on that side. Check his pockets over there. Can you move?
I know.
Okay, all right, just relax, bro. We're getting some help, okay? Chill out. Listen to me. You got anything on? You got any Where's he hurt? No.
He said his whole body. So initially he said his back.
Listen. Just focus on your back. Just stay on your side, all right? That way you can breathe. Just listen. Just focus on breathing, all right? Just relax.
Can I get on my
Go ahead and roll on your back. You want us to go get it? Yeah. You got two?
I just didn't get this side.
That medical rope.
Alright, just relax, bro.
How's it go? My back. Yeah, just try to lay as still as you can.
Samuel, what hurts exactly?
My back.
Just your back? Do your legs hurt at all?
My back.
What's that?
My back.
Your back? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't move, man. That medical's right here for you.
The disproportionate response from the officer tragically led to Sterling's death. This incident led to a tidal wave of anger and grief from the community, culminating in protests demanding justice for Sterling and a reform in policing policies. This incident, like many before it, ignited a heated about the role of police, the use of force, and the pressing need for systemic reform. In light of these events, Governor Whitmer's statement left many wondering about the next steps required to ensure accountability and justice. Michigan State Trooper Brian Keeley has been arrested. The charge, murder.
His whole knee was on my baby, and he was just laying there in pain, asking for help.
At this time, the court is going to call People of the State of Michigan versus Brian William Keeley.
Keeley has been charged with 1 count of second-degree murder and 1 count of involuntary manslaughter. On May 28th, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announced the charges against Keeley in a video, saying Detective Sergeant Keeley's actions that day were legally grossly negligent and created a very high risk of death or great bodily harm, which could have otherwise been prevented.
I'm Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. Shortly before noon on April 17th, 2024, Michigan State Police Detective Sergeant Brian Keeley, as part of the MSP Fugitive Task Force, attempted to bring Samuel Sterling into custody when Mr. Sterling fled by foot. A number of MSP troopers and other local law enforcement agents proceeded to chase Mr. Sterling, both in their vehicles and by foot, when the vehicle Detective Sergeant Keeley was driving turned and struck Mr. Sterling in a nearby fast food restaurant parking lot. Mr. Sterling was transported to the University of Michigan Metro Health Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries later that day. My office has reviewed multiple police reports from other officers on the scene, read the accident reconstruction report and autopsy, as well as watched body cam footage and surveillance videos from neighboring businesses prior to completing our investigation. We have found that Detective Sergeant Keeley's actions that day were legally grossly negligent and created a very high risk of death or great bodily harm, which could have otherwise been prevented. As a result, today we filed the following charges against Brian Keeley in the Kentwood 62B District Court. 1 count of murder in the second degree, a life offense, or alternatively, 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, a 15-year felony. It's important to note that a criminal charge is merely an allegation and that the defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
The Attorney General's stern words echoed the gravity of the situation, making it clear that the law would not turn a blind eye to such serious misconduct.
All rise. 62B report is now in session. The Honorable United H. Sternberg presents.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, the court is going to call People of the State of Michigan versus Brian William Keeley, case 24-60116FY. I understand Mr. Keeley is in custody.
Mr. Keeley's here with me.
Oh, he has been brought in already. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Mark Curtis, honored to be here on behalf of Detective Sergeant Keeley.
And you are Mr. Keeley.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, Mr. Curtis. Welcome, Mr. Keeley. You may be seated. Mr. Keeley, in this matter, the people are alleging that on or around April 17th of 2024, in the city of Kentwood, county of Kent, state of Michigan, you committed the following offenses. Count 1, homicide, murder, second degree, upon one, Samuel DeJohn Cornelius Sterling, said act committed without premeditation or deliberation, contrary to MCL 750.317. That is a felony. It is punishable by life or any term of years. A consecutive sentence may be imposed for each death that resulted from operating a vehicle, and your DNA is taken upon arrest. They also allege count 2, homicide, manslaughter, involuntary, in that you did cause the death of Samuel DeJohn Cornelius Sterling by committing the following act or acts in a grossly negligent manner, to wit, the apprehension of Samuel DeJohn Cornelius Sterling, contrary to MCL 750.321. That is a felony. It is punishable by up to 15 years in the Department of Corrections and a fine of up to $7,500 with your DNA taken upon arrest, and a consecutive sentence may be imposed for each death that resulted from operating the vehicle. In these counts, felony in which a motor vehicle was used means a felony during the commission of which the individual convicted operated a motor vehicle and while operating the vehicle presented a real or potential harm to individuals or property. Do you understand those charges?
I do.
And do you feel as though you have had ample time to discuss your rights with Attorney Curtis?
I do.
Do you understand your rights?
I do.
Attorney Curtis, how is your client pleading at this time?
Not guilty to both charges, Your Honor.
The court will enter not guilty pleas in each of these counts, and we will schedule a probable cause conference and a preliminary examination. The purpose of those hearings is for the people to prove that there is probable cause to believe the felony offenses were committed and that you are the individual who committed them. Attorney Curtis, would you like to make argument for bond?
In regards to bond, Your Honor, Mr. Detective Sergeant Keeley turned himself in and has been cooperating with the investigation and also has been in contact with me almost on a daily basis. I have no concern that he is a flight risk. He is not. He's going to stand for the court and confront the charges. We're not concerned about him leaving the area. We're not concerned about him being a danger to the public, as in the fact that he was in the lawful performance of his duties at the time as a task force member. He isn't currently working as a trooper or Michigan State Police at this point, so there isn't any concern of him being a danger further to the public as to the operation of his duties. I would ask the court to consider all the facts and the fact that this is the first time one of the first times that he's been in legal trouble. He has an exemplary career as a trooper with the Michigan State Police. I'd ask the court to consider at least imposing a PR bond. And if the court is not considering a PR bond, to at least do a 10% extra surety bond to allow him to be able to cooperate with me in his defense. I think that him being incarcerated would limit our ability to prepare for preliminary examination in this matter.
And how long has he been on the force?
He was a trooper for 25 years.
He resides in Grand Rapids.
He resides in Ottawa County. We're going to correct that with the court once we run on this morning.
I do have Grand Rapids address on
Yes.
file. And so the things that the court considers are risk to public safety, willingness to appear and stand trial, prior criminal record, And as it is Detective Sergeant Keeley turned himself in willingly, does appear willing to appear and stand trial in this matter, has little to no criminal record, and certainly nothing that leads me to believe that there is a risk to public safety that is representative of the conduct alleged in this matter. I do agree that a personal recognizance bond is appropriate. I am going to set a $250,000 personal recognizance bond in this matter with standard bond conditions. I understand he is suspended from his duties at this time.
A little bit of limbo as to where he has filed for his retirement. The Michigan State Police have released to the media that he has retired from the department, but he was suspended without pay up until the Michigan State Police made that announcement to the media.
Keeley has been charged with 1 count of second-degree murder and 1 count of involuntary manslaughter. Keeley, a 50-year-old detective sergeant, officially retired on Tuesday, according to Michigan State Police. It appears that the retirement decision was likely made to secure Keeley's retirement pension. The judge gave Keeley a $250,000 personal recognizance bond. Unfortunately, the low bond did not sit well with Sterling's family or their attorney.
Seeing what happened today in this courtroom was a travesty. The judge considered his police record, his work ethic, the fact that he lives in Ottawa County, even though his address was Grand Rapids, but she never took the gravity of the crime. He's been charged with second-degree murder, and he was patted on the wrist out of here on a personal recognizance bond. Is a message to law enforcement that our lives don't matter.
Keeley pleaded not guilty to both charges. His supporters think the charges are unfair.
I just think it's too easy to blame the police officer for doing his job. I say in this whole deal, when I first heard it, this should be a dismissed case.
For this trooper to face such charges, I think is just so heartbreaking for me.
Attorney Curtis, would you like to make argument for bond?
I miss my son a whole lot. That was my baby, so I miss him a whole lot. You can't bring him back. No matter how much we go through court, you can't ever bring Samuel back.
The judge decided to give Keeley a $250,000 personal recognizance bond, which means he won't have to put up any money to get out of police custody. Sterling supporters say the low bond sends the wrong message.
Disappointed. Very disappointed. I'm surprised. I'm just lost for words.
It's just the first step to get justice for my son.
This announcement sent ripples through the community, amplifying the public outcry for justice and accountability. As the investigation continues, many are left to ponder the broader implications of this case, not just for Keeley, but for the integrity of law enforcement as a whole. The case remains a pivotal moment in the pursuit of justice. Keeley is due back in court later this month.
Keeley's next court hearing is a probable cause conference on June 17th. Supporters for Samuel Sterling say they will hold a rally and march on the front steps of the state capitol Friday at noon.
Stay tuned as I will be updating this story as more information becomes available. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment to keep the conversation going, and smash that like and subscribe button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push these videos out for others to enjoy and helps grow the channel. See you on the next one. Peeps out.